I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Kadash, double one to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to your Arkham that's pushing his truth. This is the brother Yakalin from the GMS Boston camp, and out of one desire through the Spirit, this lesson is edifying as well as a faith builder. The Lord is going to send a famine in the land, not just here in Babylon, but in the world. And a famine, by definition, is an extreme scarcity of food. And if you look all throughout the Bible, the Lord speaks about sending a sword, plagues, pestilences, and a famine. Because with these, come death, which is a form of judgment from the Lord. And the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. And what you see in the background is in South Africa. As you can see, the lines, that's coming here to Babylon. You got the cost of everything going up due to inflation. Soon they're going to be telling people that they can't even enter the grocery store without that thing, let alone the MOB. So it is coming. Just to briefly speak on the famines of old that stood out. When you go to 2 Kings, what happened? They were selling a donkey's head for 80, I think, pieces of silver. They were selling dove's dung, basically bird shit. Ain't no meat on no donkey head. That's like a fucking oxtail. And I don't eat oxtail, but I never understood it. It's just a little piece of meat on a bone. But the point being is, even oxtail's going up. I heard some Benjamites complaining about that due to inflation. The price of oxtail going up, and that's a little bit of meat on a bone. But getting back into it, what did the woman tell the king that made him rent his clothes? She said that, listen, man, we boiled my son and ate him. The next day we were supposed to eat the lady's son, but she flee. Can you imagine that? Cannibalism is here. It's just going to be on the forefront. There's some ease somewhere that's doing that nasty shit. And these elites, that's what they do. But a famine's coming. Even when you look at the famine in the book of Genesis, when it comes to Joseph, how the Lord put the dream on Pharaoh. He had that dream, and it was going to be 7 years of plentiful for them to gather what they needed to gather, and then 7 years of famine to where everyone went to Egypt. But when you look at the wickedness of E, who's in rulership, this other video that you see in the background, these devils got the ship sitting outside the port. Why? Because they want things to go their way. They're going to starve people out. Matter of fact, it tells you that in the book of Judith, when these devils took over the well, and you already had Jake feeling like, damn, man, let's just go give ourselves up for a spoil. All because they couldn't get water and drink. And these are old tactics, and it tells you there's nothing new under the sun. And this devil is going to do such things. But really, it's all the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So getting right into it, this is Luke 21:9, and this goes hand in hand with the book of Matthew. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And we're seeing that. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. And what comes with these things? Death. Once again, a famine is an extreme scarcity of food. So these things must come to pass. These are all signs that the Lord is about to come visit this place, deliver his elect out of Ron, part of that number, and that 1/3. And he's going to judge the wicked, which is also 2/3 of our people. 2 Ezra 16-17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because if the scripture tells you how Jacob's trouble is a time like no other, I just mentioned that the famine in famine in 2 Kings, and the famine of Samaria, if I'm saying it correctly. Then you got the famine from our Genesis and other famines that the Lord brought upon the world to punish people. It's going to be worse this go around. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because also Ezra saw himself here. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. It's going to be great mournings. People are going to die. You know what it is to die of famine? It's better to die by the sword, surely paraphrasing the scriptures. That's a slow death. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. You got to watch your children suffer. Then eventually you're going to eat them. The Lord's going to put the spirit on people to eat human flesh. The beginning of famine and great death, because once again with famine comes great death. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourge for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. So even with us doing these epistles, us showing you that food is going to be scarce, our people don't want to turn from their wicked ways because they think they're in good cause. Here you have people today, come Monday, they going to be evicted from their place. And I did a lesson on it a while ago, and I don't want to do another one after this. When you go into the New Orleans, they do evictions within 24 hours, 48 hours if it's nice. So, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scorches. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. He was breaking people with this paper. They thought they were in good case, splurging. Now that the inflation coming, this devil ain't helping. He's talking about another stimulus, but he ain't get it popping. And all that time was causing inflation to go up. There was an article saying that, be prepared to spend 40% of your wages on food, and people got barely money to survive. But once again, man, even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion. So food is going to be scarce. Even in the grocery store, we have a brother that works there, and I was in there, and I was like, yo, Saturdays and Fridays, it don't seem like they used to. Ain't a lot of people out. Ain't a lot of people grocery shopping. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So people are going to die of hunger. This is why also when it speaks about in the book of 2nd Ezra 15, why people are going to be spoiling those. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab it real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 15, and it says 15 and 19. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So food is going to be scarce. Thus says the Lord. So it's going to happen. And to finish this off, it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Famine is a form of judgment, and it's going to hit this place. And even to speak on those tankers that are stalled, Isaiah 10:1 tells you, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievous which they have prescribed. That goes to show you when the book of Job tells you that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Who's writing these unjust laws, telling these ports not to bring in the food? But it ain't stopping them trucks from going into them Denver bunkers or going into their bunkers. But these devils are going to starve you out. They want you to take that jab, but ultimately that MOB, they want to be controlling of everything, showing you who's in control at the moment. And it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. There's people that's starving. You give one group of people the control of food all around the world, and what do? They starve people out. They overeat themselves. That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Jake is about to catch it, man. Them food stamps ain't gonna mean nothing. And it's only right, me speaking as a man, why would he waste the opportunity for any further unemployment benefits or any further benefits, or even if you look at, getting any type of public assistance or getting any type of our food stamps, that these devils wouldn't attach it to that thing. As a matter of fact, there was a senator in New York that spoke about that. So it's going to happen. That great tribulation, Matthew 24:21. For then there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. That famine is going to be bad. But getting into the rest of these precepts, as a faith builder, because with all this woe, the Lord left a promise to his elect. Adarant is up widow's men. This is the book of Psalms 37:18. The Lord Yahweh knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the day of famine they shall be satisfied. So the Lord is going to make a way for his elect to eat. Think about Daniel in the lion's den when you read Bel and the Dragon, when Habakkuk was basically teleported to the lion's den, and not only did the liver Daniel, he also made sure that he ate. And matter of fact, Job 5:19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. Adarant is those that are left, they get beamed up to escape. They are going to get beamed up if they're part of that number to escape those ICBMs. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And it goes back to Daniel. You know, the Lord put the spirit on these beasts to be laxed. And it says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Once again, going back to Daniel, the beasts were at peace with thee, and also the Lord fed him. And it says that Isaiah 65:13, and I'm going to end it right here. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. You know? And that's beautiful. That, well, I'm part of that number, so this is coming. It's fucking practically here. You know, he's about to hit that switch. He's about to pull the rug. Like Dharma says, the rubber is about to meet the road. And it's going to be into that, having that faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And ultimately, you know, it's his will if you're part of that number. So I hope this lesson was edifying as well as a faith builder. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Makakadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to you, Archimedes, pushing his truth. Till next time, Yahshua Shalom.